Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. My name is Nurul Inayah. Class English Education B 2017. I am from University of Sulawesi Barat. Here I will explain a little description of my material, that is Recount Text. Recount Text tells about someone's experience, someone's imagination. Recount Text has rules in making recount text. Why I choose material recount text? Because I think recount text is very interesting for me, because someone experience imagination and each. Now I'm going explain about recount text in detail. Okay, this is my outline recount text. The first definition of recount text, the second generals of recount text, the three characteristics of recount text, the fourth language features of recount text, the five purpose of recount text, six function of recount text, seven kind of recount text, and the last example of recount text. Okay, what is recount text? Recount text is one of type of English text that is used to tell about events or experience in the past. General structure of recount text. There are three general structure of recount text. That is orientation. In this section, the writer begins the story by introducing background information that answers who the people or someone are in recount text, when, where in recount text. Recount events occur in the past. Example, last week my family and me went for holiday. The goals, the tourist attraction. In Mount Siremai, our family is really like went on vacation to the mountain. Events. Ending section contains events that occur with chronological delivery. Example, after few hours we finally got there. I immediately felt happy family. The parents, we saw a beautiful scenery, and I'm playing games in Swift. There was very cool water, and don't forget we also take pictures. Reorientation. Here the author writes a summary of his recount text and impression of his comment. Example, after we satisfied my family and finally come home, it was nice holiday. Characteristic of recount text. He here I don't explain it because the characteristics are parts like orientation, events, and reorientation. In this have the same between general structure of recount text. So I think I don't explain about this because general structure of recount text and characteristic of recount text that's same. Language features of recount text. There are 4 language features of recount text. The first using past tense. Example: we went to the beach. We went to the mountain, and I was happy. Why use past tense? Because recount text is about experience in the past. So we use in past tense in recount text. The second, using conjunction time connectivity to short event or events. Example: so, and, but, day, after that. The 3, using adverb and adverbial phrase to reveal the place and time. Example: last week, yesterday, at uncle's home, at school, at the mountain, at the beach, and slowly, and each. Okay, the last, using action verbs. Example: when, told, talked, brought, brought. Purpose and function of recount text. Purpose and recount text has the same. So I think between purpose and function is the same, because the purpose of recount text is to entertain the reader, so there is no conflict in this text, and in this text also aims to provide information to it. And purpose of recount text is to reader interesting. Okay, kinds of recount text. There are 3 kinds of recount text. The first, personal recount. It is about the personal experience of writer. The second, punctual recounts, namely reports events that actually happen, like science experiment reports and police reports. The last, imagination. This making imagination stories and the writing events or events that have occurred. The last example of recount text. Okay, I have example of recount text. In this, okay, I read example of recount text. Last week I went to the cinema. The cinema is the only cinema in my city. I have one free ticket to watch one movie title. I don't know what movie was I'm going to watch, and I had no idea what movie schedule was going to be shown in the cinema. So from that, I just want to come and see if there is good film. This is I read about orientation or opening. This is opening, first opening. Okay, events is contents. I park my motorcycle in the parking lot and then walked slowly in the cinema hall. I took my ticket out of my wallet and then went to information section to ask about the use of the ticket. Too bad I missed the opportunity. My ticket has been forfeited since 2 days before. Okay, this is contents or events. This is contents. Next, I went home and was very disappointed with the incidents. Reorientation is conclusion. So this he conclusion, he disappointed about incident because he comment at our conclusion. Okay, my conclusion about recount text is I think recount text is very interesting for me because we can share my experience or imagination. I think recount text is very easy. Okay, recount text. My conclusion about recount text. Recount text is one of type of English text that use about experience or events in the past. General structure that is orientation, events, reorientation. Characteristic of recount text: some with general structure of recount text, because part are general structure of recount text, and characteristic of recount text some. So I think characteristic of recount text and general structure recount text is the same. Language features. There are 4. use simple past, using conjunction, using adverb and adverbial phrase, and the last using action verb. Purpose and function. I think purpose and function is the same, because both addition to read interesting with recount text, and reader can be information and kind of recount text. Okay, kind of recount text. There are three. The first, personal recount. The second, factual recount, and the last, imaginative recount. An example recount text about this. I read. Okay. So thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you.